So, Brian, you are crushing it on both sides of the business. I know you've got some amazing, incredible goals for this year. Brian's an opera singer, y'all, an amazing opera singer. He's a voice teacher. His students have gone on to do some of the most phenomenal things in the world. And I'm going to make him brag on himself a little bit because he never does. So, Brian, are you out there?
Hello, my friend. I am here.
Yay.
Wow.
Okay, I'm going to make you brag on yourself. It's time. So how many years have we known each other?
We have known each other for 18 years now. Wow.
Oh,
I'm so blessed. So blessed.
Oh, so am I, my friend. So am I. I love you to pieces. I'm so grateful you're in my life. And guys, that's what's so amazing about this business. You know, some people get caught up at well, I'm just not salesy and bleh. And I'm like, you know what? Like the relationships that you will find and create and build in this business, there's nothing like it. There's absolutely nothing like the relationships. Brian is one of my best friends on the entire face of the planet. I can't imagine life without you, my friend. So let's do this. Let's start off. I want you to brag about yourself. Tell these guys, Cliff Notes version of your story, what you used to do, what you do, how you got here, what you're excited about.
All right. I am glad to do that, brag about myself. Wow, I'm not very good at that. But I am a professional opera singer. I am a tenor. I'm a voice professor. I sang professionally over 35 different operas all around the world. My students have gone on to, great careers on Broadway and all over. They're just, wonderful, wonderful people. I taught at Denver School of the Arts for 14 years, which is kind of like a fame high school. So I've just had a wonderful, wonderful chance to do what I really came to love. I grew up on the Iowa-Minnesota border. I'm a good Norwegian boy. I come from a little resort lake called Lake Okoboji, which is a stunning, beautiful place in the middle of absolute nowhere. And I have lived in Colorado for 25 years. And I have really, really loved my time out here. And I slowly got to know Michelle, and I'm ever, ever thankful for that. But right before COVID, I had an absolutely terrible, terrible injury, and I fell directly to my left, where you can't, brace yourself, and instead of falling on my shoulder, I reached out like an idiot, I guess, and my armpit hit the ground, my shoulder came out of the socket a good 6 inches, I tore all my ligaments, I tore all my nerves, and I broke my joint, and I tore my cuff, and I lost my ACL in my left knee, and I lost my inside meniscus. So it was a freak accident. And
dude, I just got chills all over my body. It was a freak accident, and then because the nerve damage was so great, I had to wait an entire year like that because your nerves only grow like a millimeter or so every few months. So they had to slowly measure them every few months with a certain machine that I don't remember what it is, so that they could know which nerves and tendons to move to different places so I could regain use of my fingers and my wrist and my hand. So I had a giant meat stick for about a year hanging off me, and 2 months I couldn't even feel anything. I thought I might actually have it amputated, sadly. It was pretty devastating. It was pretty scary. I mean, that was COVID trauma that came a year after that. So in the midst of that, I was sad. None of us were working. I had this horrible injury. I was parked on the couch. I finally did get surgery before COVID, which I'm thankful for, at the University of Iowa hospitals, and they reconstructed everything and moved all my tendons around. But I was not allowed to do anything besides go to PT for 2 hours a week and occupational therapy for 2 hours a week. And even though I am an extremely perseverant, consistent kind of person, I had to become an opera singer. I know hard practice. I couldn't move. I couldn't go to the gym. I gained 70 pounds. And, kind of thought life was over. It was a pretty traumatic time. And I'm pretty thankful at that time, after 3 years of that struggle and a ton of drugs, tons of steroids, all sorts of things, Michelle stepped in and kind of said, hey, what's up? I think I have some products that maybe you should, check out. And I am forever thankful for that opportunity. And I guess I should be upfront. I am, a very blessed person. I mean, I have a very unique perspective. Michelle's been my friend for almost 20 years. I'm no stranger to, blue ink on blue cards. I have thoughts become things tattooed on the left-hand side of my arm from my grandma's handwriting. So she's had a huge influence on my life. But, I was busy being a professional opera singer. And I was really, really busy. And I was loving life until I wasn't, and I'm really thankful for all the science and all the innovation with Modere and with what Michelle offered, because I'm no longer on any drugs. I'm no longer on steroids. And the collagen and the trim and the prebiotics have, literally saved and changed my life.
Wow. That during that time, Brian, I was just thinking back while you're talking, and I just remember how sad you were and how heartbroken and how it just literally, that whole situation just stole your joy. And I've always known you to be this bright light with these big, bright blue eyes and energy for days and always positive. And I just remember seeing such a broken side of you that I'd never seen. And I literally remember just praying, just get on this collagen, just get on these products. I don't know if it's going to make a difference, but it could change your life. And I'm so grateful that it did. And I love seeing the smile in your, this big smile on your face and that sparkle in your eyes and that, skipping your step again. It just makes me so happy. And guys, we have such a bigger purpose here with this business and these products. And I hope nobody ever takes it for granted. Sure, it's a great way to bring in another stream of income, but when you can change someone's life that you care about or change someone's life that you don't even know and you've never even met, there is not a better feeling in the world than that. So, Brian, tell these guys, because I know your weight loss journey has been phenomenal as well as your collagen journey. Dude, I mean, you're ripped as all get out. I mean, your legs look like freaking tree stumps. So tell us your weight loss story, too.
Yeah. Well, I'm blessed that I was an athlete in my life. I taught spin class. So I had learned to go from a skinny little Norwegian kid and grow with my body. But when you lose it all for that many years, I was in severe joint pain. I had massive inflammation. I had arthritis setting in. I do have celiac disease, so I had all that inflammation, and I was eating whatever I want because I was sad. I couldn't move my knee. I couldn't go to the gym because I couldn't do anything that would move my shoulder and hurt those little tiny nerves that they had retied and sewn together. So I felt pretty trapped. But the BioCell, holy buckets. I mean, the BioCell is just shockingly amazing. And my doctors were shocked because most people can get steroids injected into their body every 3 months. My doctors approved me on my knee and my shoulder every month if I wanted it because it was so severe. I no longer take any of that. The BioCell brought down the inflammation so much that they were just, kind of just blown away and shocked themselves. And they were actually quite interested, in the product and in what I was doing. It did take me, it's been a year and 4 months. I have lost 55 pounds with the trim. And I just started going back to the gym 2 months ago because my body was finally healed enough that they said, hey, try the gym, go to the gym, and I'm loving it. I'm in the gym. I'm going for it. I'm having a blast. I've got another 15 pounds to go to get where I would like to be. I'm feeling great. The trim has made a huge difference in reducing those fat cells and shrinking all of that, making my body feel leaner, stronger. And, the inflammation amazingly did great work for my celiac disease as well. The prebiotic and the BioCell, I think, has really, really changed that for me. And to be honest, I finally feel like I'm super happy again, and I've jumped on the uplift for the last 2 months, and I'm absolutely loving what that's doing for me. So, I mean, I feel like coming full circle in what's happened for me, these products were just absolute game changers, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of them.
I love it. And just for those of you that maybe it's your first time hopping on a call, our lean body system actually attacks the white visceral fat like gut, love handles, back fat, thighs, kind of those problem areas that tend to stick around no matter what we do. The trim tastes amazing. It's like chocolate pudding. There's a bunch of different flavors, but has clinical strength CLA in it, so it inhibits fat storage. I mean, it's just freaking amazing. It also has collagen in it. And then our BioCell is the collagen, liquid collagen, 7 patents, 37 clinical studies, Uplift is our brand new mental health line. I will tell you that it has been a game changer for me as well, being a single mom and running businesses and teenage boys. Like, I've noticed that I am just way more chill. I'm way more content. I'm way happier. I'm not as snippy with my kids, if any of you can relate to that. Hopefully I'm not the only mom that is snippy with them sometimes. But I will tell you, it's been amazing. And then the Trebiotic that Brian talked about is our gut health line. And so, seriously, guys, at the end of the day, who doesn't want to lose a few pounds, get rid of wrinkles, get rid of aches and pains, have more energy, have better gut health, feel better, do better, all these things, right? Get rid of stress, anxiety, things like that, depression. I mean, like, we can't make medical claims, guys, but just try it. Once you try it, you'll know yourself. So, Brian, one of the biggest things that stuck out to me, I've always said, dig the well before you need the water. And, that's one of the greatest things about this business is that if you can start bringing in an extra $500 or $1,000 a month or a couple thousand a month, and for those of you that that could literally change your entire life. But, you never know what's going to happen down the road. And so to have that extra income coming in, that you can literally just take some of the time that you're wasting right now, right? Whether it's scrolling and trolling on Facebook, social media. I mean, think about how, you get stuck in the scroll hole and like 45 minutes later, you're like, oh, well, crap. And it didn't make your life better in any way. So why not get paid to be on social media, right? Why not leverage the social media platforms out there to change your life and your family's life? So Brian, give these guys your best tips on building the business. You're crushing it in your stories. You have been so good and so diligent about learning how, like following Stacy Hall and a lot of other people, learning how, Michelle Churchill, and implementing what they're doing, which I would say find people who have the results you want, do what they do, and you'll get what they got. You know what I mean? And you just got to take action. And through that action, you're going to learn how to get better and better and better at it. So give these guys your best tips as far as that goes.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, sure. I love what you said about not being employable. I have not been employable all my life. I've actually never been employed. I've been a 1099 lifer. I mean, I've always been my own boss. So having that ripped away during COVID and with an injury, I always wish I would have had a second stream of income going for me this entire time. So don't wait for a trauma to happen in your life. Get something else going that you can use in your life and make a big, change for yourself. Tip-wise, oh my gosh, the systems are in place with this company. They're already there. All you have to listen, watch, and duplicate. And oh my gosh, coming at it with love and with gratitude. There are so many wonderful people in this company to help you build and watch, what's happened before you, what you need to do. I have a great story. I was a professional storyteller on stage telling operas and, poets and composers, and now I have my own story. But if you don't have a story, oh my gosh, social retail changing the game in that community group, online, you can learn so much from other people to, tell your story and to watch what they're doing. But yes, I've had a blast with Michelle Churchill, Stacy Hall, listening to terminology from you and John Melton and Margie Alcrandi, all these wonderful people that you can just let all of that absorb in and be able to duplicate that and help, tell your own story and convey what you want to. But I'm just saying you don't have to reinvent the wheel. The wheel's rolling, and you just need to jump on board and enjoy the process and have fun, because I'm actually having a blast, and I'm actually all in. I once had six figures that I had ripped away, and you can't stop me now. I'm really looking forward to this next year.
I love it, Brian. I love working with you. It's so much fun. I know we have some big, hairy, audacious goals for this year to get you to six figures, get you to that elite status, which I know, like, a lot of times, those of you who are teachers or have teaching background, you guys crush it more than anybody because you already love being an educator, so teach people how to become financially independent. Teach people how to lose weight and feel great. That's all it is. And like Brian said, we have the systems and tools and everything in place to totally make that happen. So any other tips or advice that you want to give these guys before we go to the next speaker?
I think you just really need to be authentic, really be yourself. And I think I could be a lot farther along this last year has been a struggle. I've still been getting on my feet. This has been a large trauma. But you know what? People relate to other people. They don't want to see perfection. They don't want to wait till you're perfect. Tell your story, the good, the bad, the ugly. Get out there and express yourself, because people would actually like to follow your journey. So as you're making a transformation, as you're telling your journey, get online and tell about it and go live. Oh my gosh, I cannot stress go live enough. I was chicken at first, and every time I go live, I pick up more people. I pick up new customers. I pick up more interest. I can make tons of videos. I'm great at graphic design, and I do that, and I do that, and I do that. But as soon as I tell my story and I'm authentic, people respond to that.
Mm-hmm.
So I would really encourage you just tell your story and be yourself, because that's what people relate to.
Yes, I agree with you so much, Brian. I mean, I look at, the top, customer pod people in our team, the top recruiters, people like Michelle Churchill, Ashley Dawes, Christina Camarada. They're doing the same thing every single day. They are just sharing their story day in and day out. And it's awesome, because you don't have to be creative and come up with new content. You just share your story, and then you help people on their journey. So, Brian, I love you to pieces. Congratulations. I know this year is going to be the best year you've ever had yet, and they're only going to get better from here on out. And I am just so excited. Wait till you hear what's going to be announced on Monday. This is going to pour massive fuel on the fire that you already have going, my friend. So thank you for being you. I love you to pieces, and let's get together soon. I love you.
Love you too. Take care.